Imagine a place where homes, schools, and even basketball courts gently rock on the surface of a vast lake. Here, daily life is shaped by the rhythm of the water, and every sunrise brings a new adventure. The gentle sway beneath your feet is a constant reminder that you are living in harmony with nature, surrounded by a world that floats. This is Tonle Sap in Cambodia, a freshwater lake so immense it feels like an inland sea, stretching as far as the eye can see. Its waters are the lifeblood for millions, nourishing not just the land but the spirit of the people who depend on it. The lake's size and importance make it one of Southeast Asia's most vital ecosystems. For centuries, entire communities have built their lives directly on the water, creating the famous floating villages. These villages are not just a place to live, they are a way of life passed down through generations where families grow, learn, and celebrate together. These villages are a testament to human ingenuity and a deep connection to nature. Every home, every boat, every floating structure is crafted with care, designed to withstand the ever-changing moods of the lake. The horizon stretches endlessly, dotted with clusters of brightly painted wooden houses, seemingly adrift. From above, the villages look like colorful islands, each one a small world of its own, floating peacefully on the water. As you approach, you realize this is a thriving, bustling community. Children laughing, boat engines humming, vendors calling out. Life here is full of energy and warmth, with neighbors helping neighbors and families supporting one another. Life here is vibrant, shaped by the changing seasons and the ebb and flow of the Great Lake. The people adapt to the rising and falling waters, finding new ways to fish, farm, and travel as the landscape transforms around them. The people of Tonle Sap welcomed me into their floating homes, sharing stories of resilience and harmony with nature. Over shared meals and laughter, I learned how their traditions and daily routines are shaped by the water and how their sense of community is as strong as the currents beneath their homes. Their existence is a powerful reminder that humanity can adapt and thrive in remarkable environments. Children study in floating classrooms, elders pass down wisdom, and every day is a lesson in resilience and hope. In this journey, I'll share the sights, sounds, and stories of those who call Tonle Sap home. From sunrise to sunset, every moment here is a testament to the enduring spirit of the people and the beauty of their floating world. We'll explore how they live, work, and play on the water, and how their villages adapt to the lake's dramatic changes. Whether it's children playing basketball on floating courts or families fishing at dawn, every scene is a glimpse into a unique way of life. This is a story of survival, community, and a culture that deserves to be celebrated and protected. The festivals, rituals, and daily gatherings all reflect a deep-rooted connection to the water and to each other. Welcome to the heartbeat of Cambodia, a place where life floats, thrives, and inspires all who visit. Life in a floating village begins and ends with the water. Every sunrise brings a gentle shimmer across the lake, signaling the start of another day shaped by the ebb and flow of Tonle Sap. The water is not just a backdrop, it's the very heartbeat of the community, guiding every routine and tradition. Here, the main roads are liquid channels, winding between homes and shops, and the family vehicle is a long-tail boat. These boats glide silently at dawn, carrying parents to work, children to school, and neighbors to visit one another, weaving a tapestry of daily movement across the water. Homes float on bamboo or oil drums, tethered to sturdy poles with boats tied up like cars in a driveway. Each house gently rocks with the current, adapting to the lake's changing moods, while families adjust their routines to the rhythm of the water. Children travel to floating schools by boat, their laughter echoing across the water as they paddle with practiced ease. For them, the lake is both a classroom and a playground, a place where learning and adventure go hand in hand. The school bobs gently on the waves, and the lake itself becomes the playground. After lessons, children dive into the cool water, racing and splashing, their joy a reflection of the freedom this unique environment provides. Commerce adapts too. Floating markets bring groceries to your door, and even restaurants and mechanics drift by. Vendors call out their wares from brightly painted boats, while families shop from their verandas, never needing to step onto dry land. This network of services creates a self-sufficient community, all without setting foot on land. Everything needed for daily life, food, repairs, even celebrations, arrives by boat, keeping the village connected and thriving. Neighbors are a vital support system, always ready to lend a hand. Whether it's helping to secure a home before a storm or sharing a meal, the bonds between families are strong and ever-present. Families visit by paddling across, sharing meals and stories on their verandas. These gatherings are filled with laughter, music, and the gentle lapping of water, creating memories that last a lifetime. Life is lived in the open, fostering a deep sense of togetherness. The decks of floating homes become spaces for games, celebrations, and quiet moments, all under the vast Cambodian sky. In a world that can feel isolating, Tonle Sap's floating villages are a powerful example of true community. Here, cooperation and kindness are woven into the fabric of daily life, ensuring that no one is ever truly alone. Here, everyone is part of one large, extended family, bound together by the water and the unbreakable spirit of community. The floating villages of Tonle Sap are more than just homes. They are a testament to human ingenuity and resilience, shaped by centuries of living in tune with the rhythms of water. These remarkable communities are a brilliant adaptation to one of the world's most dramatic and unpredictable natural cycles, where survival depends on flexibility and foresight. Tonle Sap is not just a lake, it's a massive, pulsating heart that dictates life across Cambodia. Its waters breathing in and out with the seasons, shaping the land and the people who call it home. In the dry season, the lake shrinks dramatically, exposing vast stretches of land. Villages cluster in deeper waters, their homes tethered together, forming tight-knit communities that float above the receding shoreline. But when the monsoon arrives, everything changes. The Mekong River swells with rain, reversing the flow of the Tonle Sap River and sending torrents of water back into the lake, flooding the surrounding plains. The lake expands more than fivefold, rising up to 10 meters and transforming the landscape into a vast inland sea. Forests, fields, and even roads disappear beneath the water, creating a new world for months at a time. As the waters rise, so do the houses, sliding up their anchor poles or even being towed to new locations. This remarkable mobility allows entire villages to follow the water's edge, always seeking the best place to live and work. This ability to move is key to survival. Villagers move with the water, not against it. Their homes, schools, and even markets float, shifting with the lake's moods, and ensuring that life continues no matter how high the water rises. During high water, fishing thrives in the flooded forests. The submerged trees become nurseries for fish, and the bounty of the lake sustains entire communities. As the waters recede, a new opportunity emerges. Fertile land is revealed, rich with nutrients left behind by the flood, and villagers turn to farming, planting crops that will feed them until the next flood arrives. The people of Tonle Sap have learned to read the subtle signs of the water, watching the sky, measuring watermarks, and listening to the stories passed down through generations. They harness the lake's power, adapting to its ever-changing moods with skill and patience. This constant cycle isn't a challenge, it's the natural order, a rhythm that brings both hardship and abundance, shaping every aspect of daily life. Their lives are shaped by the lake's pulse, embracing change as a way of life. Families work together, children learn to swim before they can walk, and every generation grows up with a deep respect for the water. The floating villages are a living example of harmony with nature. Here, adaptation is not just a necessity, it is a proud tradition, passed down and celebrated as the people of Tonle Sap continue to thrive in step with nature's pulse. To understand Tonle Sap, you must hear the stories of its people. I met Sothia, an elderly fisherman mending nets on his porch, born on the lake as were generations before him. For him, the lake is heritage, a living provider that demands respect. Traditions are passed down hands-on. Children learn fishing, boat building, and navigation from their elders. I also met Chantha, a young mother juggling family and a floating vegetable garden while her husband fished. She spoke of challenges, but also the joy and support found in her community. Neighbors look out for each other's children, creating a safe, nurturing environment. Chantha dreams of education for her children, but also wants them to value their roots. These stories blend hope for the future with deep respect for the past, a narrative of love and resilience. Sunrise over Tonle Sap is unforgettable. Night fades to pearly gray, then bursts into pinks, oranges, and golds, reflected perfectly on the water. Floating houses and submerged trees become silhouettes against the glowing sky. As the sun rises, the village awakens. Boat engines sputter, roosters crow, families begin their day. The smell of breakfast drifts across the lake, mingling with the fresh morning air. This daily ritual is a celebration of life and continuity. No matter the challenges, the sun always rises, bringing new opportunities. Watching dawn on Tonle Sap connects you to something ancient and fundamental. It's not just a beautiful sight, it's the heartbeat of this extraordinary community. Each day begins with hope and resilience. As day ends, a different magic settles over Tonle Sap. The sun sets in a blaze of color, purples, oranges, and pinks mirrored on the water. The village quiets, engines replaced by paddles and soft conversation. Families gather on verandas, sharing meals as the sky darkens. The aroma of grilled fish and rice drifts across the lake. Children listen to stories, the bonds of family and community growing stronger. As night falls, the village glows with soft lamps, surrounded by stars. The sounds become gentle, the lapping of waves, distant birds, quiet voices. Lying in a boat, rocked by the water, you feel absolute peace. Sunset is not just an end, but a gentle transition into night's embrace. On Tonle Sap, every day closes with gratitude and unity. Life on Tonle Sap is a balance of beauty and hardship. There's freedom in living on water, surrounded by nature's splendor. The resourcefulness of the people is remarkable. They build, fix, and create thriving communities in a challenging environment. The strongest joy comes from deep community bonds. Neighbors support each other through everything. Children grow up learning cooperation and mutual support. Yet, poverty is a constant reality, with unpredictable incomes and limited access to healthcare and education. The lake is both a source of life and a place for waste, leading to health risks. Floods and storms can bring destruction, and climate change adds new uncertainties. The people are resilient, but their challenges are growing more complex each year. The future of Tonle Sap's floating communities is fragile. Upstream dams alter the Mekong's flow, threatening the lake's vital flood pulse and fish populations. Pollution from growing populations and agricultural runoff degrades water quality and harms health. Climate change brings unpredictable droughts and floods, stretching villagers' ability to adapt. Despite these threats, hope remains. Conservation groups and local communities are working together for sustainable fishing and better waste management. Education empowers the next generation to protect their environment. The villagers' resilience and traditional knowledge are their greatest assets. Their future depends on blending ancient wisdom with modern solutions to keep Tonle Sap alive. My time on Tonle Sap left a lasting impression. The people here are not just a story. They are families with hopes and dreams, guardians of a unique culture and ecosystem. They deserve our understanding, respect, and support. Supporting these communities can start with learning about their lives and challenges. It means backing organizations that provide clean water, healthcare, and education. The fate of the floating villages is tied to the health of the lake and the Mekong River system. Protecting Tonle Sap is a shared responsibility, requiring international cooperation. Let their stories inspire you to support and share their world. By raising awareness, we can help ensure their culture survives and thrives. Thank you for joining me on this journey.